Hi Gators, I want to show you today how to use ebooks as part of your research for any kind of informational research that you might be doing. So I'm going to look specifically today at some of our ACE Social Studies ebook resources and show you where you can find those. So if you are here on the library website, either this one or the catalog website, we have links for the ebook resources. So the catalog green website, the ACE Social Studies 8th grade ebook resources are here. You can click on that link. On the red one, we're going to go to research, and then we're going to go to online research tools. And then if we scroll down, we'll see the ACE Social Studies 8 ebooks. So either way, we're getting to the same spot. It looks like this. And this actually looks pretty similar to the databases if you've used any of the databases as well. And what we're getting is a whole set of books that I've purchased that meet a lot of the topics that you are studying. And right now they're broken down into subject areas, but there's really tons of them. And what's pretty cool, right now it doesn't seem to be loading very well, but what's pretty cool is that you can search these as one main one main library of books. And so we have a search box up here, and so instead of having to find like the book that specifically talks about my topic, which is anesthesia, which would probably be in the medicine category, but I don't really know which one is in anesthesia. I don't have to do any of that. I can just go ahead and search the collection and type anesthesia, and it's going to bring up every book that has anything to do with anesthesia, both ones that are in the medical subject area and ones that weren't. And so I have a list of 35 occurrences of the topic anesthesia. Some of them, like this one, may not seem related, but somewhere it talks about anesthesia, and other ones are going to be clear relations to that topic. And so these are all books, and we're going to cite them as books if we use them. So if we click on the result that we found, and you can figure out whatever one you want, we can read this as a web page, which is how it's presenting right now. So it kind of looks like a website article, kind of. Or we can view it as an actual book. So if you click on the upper right hand corner where it says View PDF, you can transform this from looking like a web page to looking like the original print book that it came from. And so it's bringing up the actual pages of the pieces of paper that it was originally printed on before it was changed into web format. So we can see that it actually looks like a book now. I can turn the pages, and it looks different than a website, which is kind of nice because those of you who aren't a big fan of ebooks, this is a good way of looking at it so that it doesn't look like an ebook. It looks like a book that you might hold in your hands. But notice I didn't have to start on page 1 because the occurrence of the word anesthesia is not on page 1, it's on page 143. And this search is going to bring me straight to where this topic shows up, which is super cool. We have the same features of the databases that you can use, so you can listen to this book, you can cite it, you can email it, you can print it, you can take notes on it, whatever you need. But the book itself is going to be cited as a book because what you're using right now just happens to be in a digital format, but it is still a book. So another place you can be looking for these ebooks is by looking on the library catalog, which you might think you're just using then for print books, the things that you'd actually pick up in paper format in the library. But you'll see that they're actually all mixed together. So if we type photography, which might be your topic, I have books that are in the library. There's one of one available. It's telling me where it is, one of one available. These are all available. But you might have noticed that I skipped the first one, and that's because it doesn't say it's available because it just says I can open it. And that's because it's an ebook. So these don't say open because they are actual print books and I need to go pick them up from the bookshelf. But this one I could access anywhere. I could be at home, I could be in my classroom, and I can read this book about photography. So I can look through the table of contents just like I would look at a book, and I can research more about the camera lenses, and I'm looking through the book. Again, I can change it from a website view to the actual book view. So it's going to take me to that chapter on camera lenses that it found for me, which is awesome. So I'm actually looking at the book now as opposed to the website version. But I found that not by going and searching the collection of ebooks, but even just by searching in the catalog. So if I try that one more time, I can search for vaudeville, which I can see that there's just a couple print books, but I'm in luck because there is an ebook. So I can open that up and I can look through the information about it. I can look through the table of contents, and I can search within this book and see, where are you talking about vaudeville? And here are the places. Super cool. Good luck with those ebooks, researchers.